Okay, good afternoon, student. Last video we have seen that with the help of restriction enzymes, we can cut the target DNA into the number of pieces. When the target DNA cut into the number of pieces, that small pieces are generating, and out of that pieces, there is a one piece of our interest, and that is nothing but a target DNA. But how to separate that target DNA? How to get that particular target DNA, which is isolated from that chromosome by breaking it with the help of molecular scissor called as restriction enzyme. So that target DNA will be separated, or all the DNA is going to get separated with the help of gel electrophoresis. So today we will understand the concept of gel electrophoresis. Now the gel electrophoresis name only indicates that with the help of gel and an electric current, we are separating. Phoresis stands for separation. Electro stands for with the electric current, and with the help of gel, on a gel by applying an electric current, we are separating. That there is a gel electrophoresis process. So what is the application of gel electrophoresis? Very first application is separation of nucleic acid, that's a DNA or RNA based on a molecular weight. So based on the molecular weight, we can separate the nucleic acid, that's a DNA or RNA. Second, separation of protein. Gel electrophoresis is not only used for separation of DNA or RNA, it also used for the separation of protein. But for the protein separation, that is not a normal gel electrophoresis, it is called as SDS page, sodium dodecyl sulfate polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis. So it is the same process, only that gel electrophoresis is used for protein. This electrophoresis is used for separation of nucleic acid, that's a DNA and RNA. So you can go for separation of protein as well. DNA fingerprinting, DNA sequencing. So in all this technology, you require this instrument called as gel electrophoresis. So what are the requirements to run the gel electrophoresis setup or the process is? Very importantly, you require a nucleic acid, that's a pieces of DNA, a number of DNA pieces. From that one piece you have to select, or maybe a fragment of proteins you require. Marker, you require a marker DNA or marker protein. Now please understand the concept behind marker DNA, marker protein. Marker stand for it is already available in a market whose molecular weight is known. So the DNA or RNA or a protein whose molecular weight is known, that comes in a bottle, we have to use it as a marker. So once you are reaching with what the way the marker DNA function, that I will see in the next process. But please understand the marker DNA stand for, it's a marker DNA or RNA or protein which is already available and which is known to us. The molecular weight of that marker is known to us. Then you require a sugar solution. Yes, you require a 4% to 5% sugar solution. The reason of sugar solution is whenever you are putting the DNA or the material into the gel, that because the very low weight of that entire material, it can come up. We have to insert into the well, but it will come up. So we have to make it saturated or at the bottom, to settle at the bottom, and it has to pass from the mesh of the gel. So we require to increase the density. So please understand, sugar solution we are using to increase the density of the material so that the material will settle at the bottom, and from that mesh of the gel it will pass. Then only the separation will take place. If you are not using a sugar solution, everything will be come up and then it will be float. So you require a sugar solution in that case. You require a loading gel, that is nothing but a agar-agar. You require a agar-agar gel. You require a gel instrument. So this is a gel instrument. I will explain you the gel instrument. Then you require a UV trans illuminator. So whenever completion of this gel electrophoresis, when you pass a electric light, then that particular bands of the DNA or protein will shine. That you require a UV trans illuminator. Methylene blue chloride you require. Methylene blue chloride. Once the process of gel electrophoresis is run, where to stop the process, that will be understood with the help of methylene blue chloride. So methylene blue chloride will give you indication up to what level we have to run a process of gel electrophoresis. So methylene blue chloride is used in that case. Ethidium bromide. Ethidium bromide plays a very important role, and nowadays ethidium bromide is not used, it is replaced by some another dye because ethidium bromide is a carcinogenic. But commonly what use of ethidium bromide? Ethidium bromide are very small flat molecules which can slip in between the two stacks of the DNA. So when the ethidium bromide are added, it goes and slip between the stacks of the DNA, so that this ethidium bromide have a tendency to absorb a UV light and eliminate a fluorescent light. So this is a fluorescent material. So these are the requirements. The material which you have to separate, that's a nucleic acid. You require a marker to understand the molecular weight, known molecular weight. Loading dye, that's a loading gel, that is agar-agar gel. sugar solution to increase the density so that material will remains down, not floating up, so that it will be separated nicely. Instrument is required. Transilluminator is required to latter stage. Methylene blue chloride is required to know up to what level the process of electrophoresis run, and at the end ethidium bromide required to show the bands of the DNA. So this is how the requirements are there. Now we'll go for the instruments and the working of the process. So this is the instrumentation. You can find there is a tray. That tray contains that tray contains a buffer solution. Then there is a stand on that. Onto that we are placing a agar gel. It's a bed of agar gel where the wells are created with the help of comb. That wells are not complete wells. You can find from the bottom it is not touching to the bottom. These are the another view of this particular gel. I am showing the bigger view here. You can find these wells are created, and that wells are not thorough, not completely thorough. It is touching at the bottom but not completely. So whenever you are putting the material inside, very importantly you can find the loading gel is here, and electric charge is applied. A negative charge and a positive charge is applied on this side. So your DNA will move from the negative charge to positive charge. The reason is the DNAs are having PO4 molecules, phosphate groups. All the phosphodiester bond there is a PO4 molecules, and because these PO4 molecules, the DNA is a negative charge. So obviously if the DNA is a negative charge, it will move towards a positive end. That's the reason you can find from the negative charge to positive charge it will move, and that electric current will be passed by this buffer solution. It will be passed. So this buffer solution will float on this and allowing the DNAs to move. Now the DNAs are, now we will see here what we are exactly doing. We are taking all the materials, that the DNA of our interest, that the species of the DNA. Then you are adding a loading gel, sugar solution. Then you are adding ethidium bromide and methylene blue chloride. We are making a mixture of all these four material, that the DNA of interest, ethidium bromide, methylene blue chloride and sugar solution. You are mixing all the material. You are pouring that material with the help of micropipette inside this well. You can find there are two wells. This is a one well, this is a second well. In the second well we have added a marker DNA whose molecular weight is known. In this well we have added a sample DNA fragments and all another materials. Even in the marker DNA also we have to add all another materials like marker DNA, ethidium bromide, methylene blue chloride solution, sugar solution, everything here. So we have to put with the help of micropipette up to this level. Once we are pouring material up to this level, the material going to get here. When the charge is applied, negative to positive charge, because of that buffer solution, it is allowing a DNA to move fast. So DNA goes on moving. As the DNA moves, at the same time your methylene blue chloride solution also moves. As the methylene blue chloride solution moves, you can find reaching up to this level, say 1 or 2 centimeter before the last point of your gel. So this is the last point of your gel. When you are reaching up to this level, we have to stop the process. Stop the process means stopping the current, electricity charges of the process. So the separation of the DNA. So based on the molecular weight, the bigger the size of the molecule, heavier the molecule, lengthier the molecule, that molecule will not run faster as compared to the molecule which is having low molecular weight. So the low molecular weight DNA will move faster, and the high molecular weight DNA will retain behind near to the well. So you can find this is the DNA which is having a high molecular weight, and this is the DNA of very low molecular weight. So all the DNA is going to get, the DNA strands are going to get separated. At the same time we have run a marker DNA. So marker DNA reach up to this level. Now you will ask me what is a marker DNA. Marker DNA, suppose we are knowing that the DNA of our interest, is say of a particular molecular weight. Suppose the DNA is about 1000 kilodalton. This is a molecular weight of our DNA, but we are not knowing which DNA it is. So we have to choose a marker DNA of also 1000 kilodalton. If you are using a marker DNA of 1000 kilodalton, in front of that only our DNA will stand. The DNA which is there in the sample DNA will stand exactly on the opposite side of a marker DNA, because marker DNA of also 1000 kilodalton. So this marker DNA will mark us where we are, what DNA of our interest. So this is a process. The heavier DNA will retain behind, the low molecular weight DNA will run faster. So what changes the molecular weight of the DNA? Obviously the length of the DNA, type of nucleotide present there. Based on that, the DNA is going to get separated. This is just a process of gel electrophoresis by separation of DNAs, RNAs and a protein with the help of electric charge. Thank you.